The Hermit's Path. Every life follows a path. Most people move through their days without thinking much about the small habits that guide them, the words they speak, the choices they repeat, the routines that quietly shape who they become. The Hermit's Path is a place to slow down and look at those small things. In this series, we explore simple ideas and practical steps that can help bring a little more awareness and intention into everyday life. Nothing complicated, just thoughtful ways to live a little more deliberately, one small step at a time. My world exists without commentary. I've started to realize something about the way my mind works that seems to confuse a lot of people. My world exists without commentary. When I'm walking around Dogwood Meadows, I'm usually not thinking about anything at all. Not in some mystical way, not in a deep philosophical way. I'm just walking. If I see a squirrel on the side of a tree, I smile because there's a squirrel on a tree. That's the whole event. I don't stop and wait for the squirrel to reveal the meaning of life. A squirrel is just a squirrel. A walk is just a walk. People seem to believe that being alone means you must be thinking deeply about something. They imagine long reflections, life lessons, or some kind of spiritual moment happening with every step. But most of the time, my mind is quiet. There's no narrator explaining the world to me. Things simply happen. Even when I'm around people, my mind works in a similar way. If I'm sitting in a room where several conversations are happening, my brain isn't following every word being said. It's trained to listen for signals. My name, a question, a sentence directed at me. When that happens, my attention turns on immediately. Otherwise, the noise just passes through the room like wind through trees. People have tapped me on the shoulder before to get my attention, surprised that I didn't respond sooner. But it's not that I wasn't there. My brain simply hadn't received the signal that the conversation involved me. I couldn't function any other way. When I go grocery shopping, I actually have more thoughts moving through my head than when I'm walking my own land. Stores require decisions, prices, lists, brands, people moving around you. Your brain has to stay alert. But when I'm walking here, none of that exists. The land doesn't demand anything from me. It's quiet, and my mind becomes quiet with it. I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with that idea. They feel like every moment has to produce something, a lesson, a realization, a deeper meaning. They analyze their own thoughts the way someone might examine a puzzle. But sometimes life isn't a puzzle. Sometimes it's just a man walking down a path with a stick in his hand and 3 dogs nearby, noticing the trees, the wind, and the small things moving through the woods. No commentary required. Walking the Hermit's Path doesn't require dramatic change. Most of the time, it begins with something small, a new habit, a different way of thinking, or a simple choice made with a little more awareness. If something in this episode resonated with you, consider giving the video a like and sharing it with someone who might also appreciate the idea. And if you'd like to continue exploring simple ways to live more intentionally, be sure to subscribe and join me again along the Hermit's Path.